God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My son, listen carefully to what I declare over your life today, for this is a time marked by my own hand, a moment prepared since the foundations of creation. Before your eyes beheld the light, I had already beheld your days and determined your deliverance. As it is written, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you." Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. I want you to understand that the futile sadness that imprisoned you for so long now comes to an end, because I, the God of exact moments, have marked this hour as the beginning of your restoration. Do you feel that you are ready for a deep transformation in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all we need is one small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and the blessings that God has already reserved for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can become the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you wish to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, spiritual and material, click on the first comment. There you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. I did not bring you this far so you would carry burdens that are not yours or live as someone destined for defeat. Today I bring you close, so that you may feel the pulse of my presence and realize that the peace I pour over you is not the absence of movement, but the fuel that will make you walk not as one struggling to reach victory, but as one who is already born from it. For your battle, my son, was won even before it began. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. Do you feel ready to experience a deep transformation in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all we need is to take a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and the blessings that God has already prepared for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can become the beginning of a spiritual journey capable of transforming the interior and reflecting on the exterior, bringing clarity, strength, and direction. When you allow the divine light to touch your heart, everything around you begins to align in a surprising way. If what you desire is to attract more light, balance, emotional healing, spiritual and material prosperity, then click on the first comment. There you will find a simple practice, guided with love and pure intention, created to elevate your energy and connect you deeply with the presence of God. It is an invitation to breathe, feel, listen, and allow grace to dwell within you. Many times, what is missing is not capability but a moment of pause to reconnect with what truly matters. Take that step. Open your heart. Allow yourself to enter a new cycle, lighter, more blessed, and closer to the purpose God dreamed for you. Comment, I trust in the appointed time, because waiting is not the end. My son, remember what is written, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds. Philippians chapter 4 verse 7. This peace is not a distant concept nor a temporary feeling. It is a living reality that I place within you at this very moment, touching your emotions, calming your thoughts, and aligning everything that seemed scattered within your spirit. I do not want you to live as someone forsaken, carrying insecurities that do not belong to you, nor lost among voices that try to mold your identity according to the patterns of the world. I want you to know that I hold every detail of your existence with strength, tenderness, and purpose, and absolutely nothing escapes my eyes. While the world shouts, I whisper to your heart. While chaos tries to pull you into anxiety, I envelop you with my eternal embrace. While many situations attempt to destabilize you, I remain your safe point, your refuge and your fortress. The tranquility I pour over you does not depend on the absence of problems but on the absolute certainty of my constant presence. When your gaze turns to me, everything within you reorganizes. When your soul becomes still, my spirit speaks. When you stop trying to control everything, you finally perceive that I have always been, and always will be, in control of all things. Comment, I trust in God, who sees and cares for my heart. There is no pain in your body that my comfort cannot reach, no emotional emptiness that I cannot fill, no material lack that exceeds my provision, for nothing in you is beyond the reach of my mercy. Your limitations do not limit me, your weakness does not diminish my power, your humanity does not reduce my ability to lift you up, transform you, and lead you back to the place where your soul breathes hope. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. Listen carefully to what I speak into your spirit now, because these words are meant to settle deeply within you and reshape the way you walk through the days ahead. All I ask of you in this moment is rest, not a passive, careless rest, but a rest rooted in confidence, trust, and surrender. I am inviting you to release the burdens you were never meant to carry, to let go of the anxious need to control every outcome, and to stop attempting to predict every twist and turn of your journey. My child, I want you to trust my voice, for my voice brings life where there is confusion, direction where there is uncertainty, and safety where fear tries to rise. There are greater things I long to reveal to you, depths of my heart that you have not yet touched and spiritual truths that still need to be awakened within you. I have been cultivating your heart through every season, even through the pain you thought had no purpose. Nothing has been wasted. Even your silent tears, your hidden battles, and the suffering no one else saw, all of it has become a seed planted in sacred ground. And now, those seeds are beginning to break open into glory. My child, remember this eternal truth that has been spoken since ancient times. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Psalm 126 verse 5. I want you to understand that not a single tear you shed was ever unseen, unheard, or ignored. Every silent cry that escaped your soul, every whispered prayer made in the dark, every trembling plea you dared not speak aloud, each one reached me with clarity and weight. I held your fears before you even admitted them to yourself, and I embraced your pain long before you found the courage to face it. Nothing that you lived slipped past my awareness. I was present in the moments you felt forgotten. I was near when you believed no one cared. I stood beside you when you thought you were fighting alone. I want you to grasp a truth that will transform the way you see everything. Every battle you faced in the physical realm had already been settled by me in the spiritual realm. While worry was entering your mind, I was already declaring your victory. While tears flowed down your face, I was preparing comfort and restoration. While your heart felt afflicted and overwhelmed, I was sending the answer, the breakthrough, and the relief you longed for. You measure your life through hours, days, deadlines, and the passing of moments, but I move far beyond the borders of time. While your thoughts circle around yesterday and tomorrow, I see the full picture, every beginning, every turning point, and every ending woven into perfect harmony. What feels slow, delayed, or motionless to you is, in truth, unfolding at the precise rhythm of eternity. My timing is not late, my timing is exact. You often look at your circumstances and wonder why things are not happening the way you expected, but from my perspective, everything is aligning with intention and purpose. In the unseen realm, battles are being fought on your behalf, barriers that once stood against you are collapsing, accusations spoken against you are being silenced, and pathways that seemed impossible are opening. Long before you sensed a problem, I was already moving pieces, repositioning situations, and preparing the outcome. You have no idea how much progress has been made in your favor before you even formed a single prayer. My child, my love always arrives before the pain appears. My provision always stands ready before the need arises. My guidance always surrounds you before you know you are lost. Trust that nothing escapes my sight, and nothing unfolds outside my divine rhythm. My child, take this truth into your heart, for it is written and eternally established, if God is for us, who can be against us? Romans chapter 8 verse 31. I want you to understand that every accusation that rose against you has already been dismissed in my presence. Every word spoken to harm you has lost its force. Every arrow launched toward your soul has fallen harmlessly at your feet. The plans formed against your destiny have been dismantled before they were even fully shaped. In the invisible realm, I have already proclaimed victory over your home, your health, your emotions, your calling, your dreams, and every path ahead of you. When I speak, creation does not hesitate, it responds. When I command, the universe aligns itself with my decree. Nothing can resist my voice, because my voice does not negotiate with impossibility, it rewrites reality. What once looked like a barren desert becomes a field of possibilities when my word enters. Mountains that once stood immovable begin to shift. Obstacles that seemed permanent dissolve. I do not speak empty sounds, I release eternal decrees. Your future is not shaped by human opinions, by fear, or by circumstance, it is shaped by my spoken word, and my word cannot be overturned. There are moments in your journey when you feel as if you are standing between two worlds, the world you can see, full of pressures, expectations, responsibilities, and constant demands, and the world you cannot see, where truth has already been established, victory has already been secured, and peace has already been declared over your existence. Many times you have lived as though you must earn the breakthrough you seek, as though everything depends on your effort, your strategy, your ability to hold everything together. Yet I am inviting you into a deeper understanding, one that transforms not merely your actions but the entire state of your inner being. What I desire is not that you chase after solutions, but that you learn to live from the reality of what I have already completed on your behalf. When you attempt to possess what you believe you lack, anxiety becomes your companion, because you are striving from a place of emptiness. But when you recognize that I have already gone before you, already secured what concerns you, already established the outcome, your soul finds rest even before the evidence appears. This is not passivity, it is alignment. It is stepping into the rhythm of my eternal work, where your movements flow from certainty rather than desperation. And as you learn this, my beloved child, your entire experience of life begins to shift from burden to assurance, from pressure to clarity, from striving to confidence. There is a profound distinction between struggling for victory and living from victory, and it is one of the greatest revelations I long for you to grasp. When you struggle for victory, your heart places its energy into reaching something distant, something imagined, something hoped for but not yet believed. Every challenge becomes a threat, every delay becomes a fear, every obstacle becomes a mountain that drains your strength little by little. You feel as though you must run faster, work harder, push stronger, because if you pause, everything might collapse. This cycle exhausts you, not because you are weak, but because it was never meant to be the way you live. But when you live from victory, from the certainty of what I have already done for you, everything takes on a new shape. Your heart becomes anchored. You no longer operate from a mentality of lack or pursuit, you operate from fullness. You act not to earn, but to express. You move not to survive, but to reveal. You speak not to convince, but to affirm what I have already woven into the unseen realms on your behalf. This shift doesn't remove challenges from your life, but it removes their ability to rule you. It frees you from the constant pressure of proving yourself or fighting battles that I have already fought for you. When you live from victory, your decisions become clearer, your thoughts become calmer, and your steps become steadier because you are no longer reacting to fear, you are responding to truth. Let me illustrate this transformation in a way that touches your daily life. Think of the physical discomforts you sometimes feel, the moments when your body signals worry, tension, or pain. Often your first instinct is fear, a tightening of the heart, a whisper that something is wrong. You pray with desperation, pleading for relief, imagining the worst, hoping the storm will pass quickly. But when you pray from the posture of victory, your spirit speaks differently. You acknowledge my life actively flowing within you. You recognize that your body is not abandoned, not unprotected, not left to fend for itself. You speak to the unease not as someone begging for intervention, but as someone declaring truth over their own being. That is the difference between trying to obtain and confidently affirming what already belongs to you. The same applies to your financial concerns. When challenges come, you sometimes allow fear to take hold, calculating possibilities, worrying about outcomes, wondering how everything will unfold. But when you operate from a place of victory, you complete your tasks with diligence yet without panic. You trust that I am your source, that I open doors no one can close, that I orchestrate opportunities beyond what you can imagine. You shift from frantic effort to peaceful obedience, and in that posture, your energy becomes renewed rather than drained. And even within your relationships, within the sensitive spaces of your home, your family, your emotional world, the same principle holds. When you try to change others with your own strength, frustration grows, and bitterness creeps in when results do not appear. But when you place others in my hands, acting with kindness rather than control, believing that I am working beyond what you can see, your peace remains intact even when the situation has not yet changed. This deep inner shift is what I call entering my profound peace. It is not simply a quiet moment or a temporary calm that circumstances can disrupt. It is the stillness I promised from the beginning, the stillness that becomes your dwelling place rather than a fleeting experience. It is the calm that persists even when the winds howl and the waves rise, because it is not founded upon the perfection of your environment but upon the certainty of my presence. This peace does not evaporate when the world becomes noisy, rather, it strengthens because it knows the one who stands beside you. It is a peace that guards your heart when uncertainty surrounds you, a peace that anchors your emotions when delays stretch longer than expected, a peace that speaks softly within you, reminding you that you are never alone. And I tell you now, my child, that this peace is not an ideal, it is your inheritance. It was given to you long before you realized you needed it, long before the battles rose around you, long before the pressures of life weighed upon your shoulders. My peace is not something you must earn or work for, it is something you must step into. It is already yours. It has always been yours. And it becomes real in your life the moment you choose to live from the victory I have already accomplished for you. Now, my beloved, I desire for you to understand something about the invisible battles fought on your behalf. Truths that the world cannot see yet are more real than the very ground beneath your feet. These words are not symbolic, not poetic, not merely encouraging expressions. They are spiritual realities that shape the course of your life. You have been assigned a divine protection, a covering placed over you because your destiny carries weight in the unseen realms. There are forces at work that you cannot observe with your natural eyes, forces that attempt to hinder your progress, confuse your path, or overwhelm your heart. They do not come against you because you are weak or because you have failed. They come because the purpose placed within you is significant, influential, and capable of touching lives in ways you do not yet fully understand. The adversary of your soul seeks to distract you with small battles so that you overlook the great story I am writing through your life. He tries to burden you with unnecessary worries so that your eyes drift away from the truth I have already spoken. But I tell you now, these opposing forces have already been defeated. Their strength has been broken. Their authority has been dismantled. Their attempts carry noise, but they do not carry power, not when you walk in the victory I have given you. When I accomplished my great victory, I did not conquer just one moment or one enemy. I overcame every authority, every darkness, every stronghold that could ever rise against you. My triumph was complete, final, and eternal. And the way this victory becomes active in your life is not through shouting, not through striving, not through relentless human effort, but through your quiet reliance on me. Through your willingness to speak the truth I have declared over you. Through your sensitivity to my voice guiding your steps. Through your decision to rest in my strength rather than in your own abilities. When you choose peace, I fight for you. When you lean into my faithfulness, I make your path straight. When you follow my prompting, I expand the reach of your efforts far beyond what you could accomplish on your own. My child, nothing in your life is random. Nothing you have walked through is wasted. Even in the moments when you felt abandoned, I was aligning things in silence. Even in the times when you felt unseen, I was preparing breakthroughs that required patience to unfold. You have never been without my protection, not for a single heartbeat. Reflect now on the journey you have traveled in these recent years, the chapters that others witnessed, and the chapters only your heart knows. The moments you celebrated openly and the moments you carried alone in silence. The victories you shared and the wounds you hid from the eyes of the world. Through every step, I was near. Through every tear, I was gathering strength within you. Through every uncertainty, I was teaching you how to hear my voice more clearly. And through every delay, I was shaping your character so that you would not only receive the blessings destined for you but also carry them with maturity, wisdom, and resilience. Nothing has been accidental. Nothing has been meaningless. Nothing has been lost. All of it has been woven into a divine pattern that is still unfolding. And now, my cherished child, I am calling you into a new season, one where you no longer live as though victory is distant, but one where you live from the victory that already surrounds you. One where your actions flow from faith rather than fear, from assurance rather than worry, from identity rather than striving. Everything I have spoken is not merely to comfort you, it is to awaken you to the strength within you, the truth around you, and the calling before you. You are stepping into a deeper clarity, a deeper peace, a deeper authority, not because you are earning it, but because it is already yours. I know that for so long you clutched your wounds as shields, believing that by guarding yourself you were protecting your heart. But in reality, those very shields have become barriers that prevent you from receiving the blessings I am trying to place in your hands. Your story is not erased, but neither is it your definition. I transform what you lived into wisdom, not identity. Your faults, your regrets, your limitations, none of these have the authority to name you. Only my voice does, and I call you cherished, chosen, resilient, and victorious. You have allowed your past failures to echo too loudly inside you, shaping your sense of worth and distorting your view of the future. But I am dissolving those echoes now. I am rewriting what you believe about yourself. You are not the product of your pain, you are the product of my purpose. You are not marked by what hurt you, you are marked by the destiny I formed within you. Through me, your weaknesses are infused with strength beyond human measure, and your perceived limitations dissolve in the radiance of my power. You stand in the very place where the invisible realm touches your earthly reality, where divine intervention transforms into tangible outcomes. This is where miracles dwell, not in the absence of struggle, but in the presence of my strength manifesting through your faith. And so I urge you, guard your mind from voices that seek to contradict what I am establishing within you. Doubt will attempt to intrude, whispering fears, replaying memories, distorting possibilities. Do not let those intrusions steal the sacredness of this season. Your past will try to speak with authority, but its authority has been revoked. Human logic will attempt to convince you that what I promise is too unreachable, too grand, too miraculous. Ignore it, for my capability is limitless and does not bend to the constraints of human reasoning. I specialize in what appears impossible. I am the one who leads you through barren landscapes and causes rivers to break forth from the ground beneath your feet. I am the one who lifts valleys, levels mountains, and orchestrates outcomes that align with my divine will. This very power, this immeasurable force, is working for you now. The peace I am offering is not passive, it is powerful. It liberates you from shame. It frees you from the suffocating weight of past mistakes. It releases you from the internal accusations that have harassed your spirit for too long. In me, there is no condemnation. In me, there is forgiveness so abundant it overwhelms every shadow. In me, grace flows freely and consistently, healing each hidden fracture within you. There are truths I am preparing to reveal, truths crafted for this season alone, truths that your heart was not ready to hold before now. But maturity has formed in you. Discernment has grown. Your spirit has developed the capacity to receive deeper revelations. You once sought immediate answers, yet now I am teaching you to understand divine timing. Stay attentive, for the greatest transformations have not yet unfolded. There are divine insights reserved specifically for this moment in your journey, insights that will shift how you walk with me, how you perceive me, and how you respond to the world around you. There are mysteries that remained concealed because your spiritual eyes were still strengthening. Now they open. Today marks the arrival of an appointed time. I am unveiling a perspective that has the power to reshape every hardship you encounter. Every difficulty you face in this physical realm corresponds to a victory already secured in the unseen dimension. What you interpret as lack is not the absence of my supply, it is the preparation of your spirit to receive abundance with humility and discernment. What you experience as weakness is not abandonment, it is the cultivation of deeper trust and deeper glory. When your body aches, when fatigue weighs upon your bones, when circumstances seem too heavy to endure, do not assume this is evidence of my distance. These moments are building spiritual muscle within you, preparing you for revelations greater than those you have yet imagined. When you walk through seasons that feel like midnight, know that I have not left you. I position you for elevation. I strengthen your foundation for the higher places I have destined for you. My methods are not human methods. Where humans see problems, I already see the solutions complete, waiting for their appointed manifestation. Humans long for simplicity, but I design a journey that purifies and strengthens your character. They chase comfort, I cultivate transformation. My love for you is so infinite that I refuse to let you remain unchanged. I allow discomfort not as punishment but as direction, a divine compass guiding you toward your fullest potential. And in all things, not some, not most, but all, I orchestrate them for your good. Even when they feel unbearable. Even when they break you open. Even when they leave you breathless with sorrow. Nothing is wasted. Every tear, every disappointment, every closed door, every quiet night of anguish is woven into the tapestry of your ultimate flourishing. But you must understand what for your good truly means. It does not mean convenience. It does not mean comfort. It means purpose, growth, spiritual maturity, inner wholeness. My definition of good goes far deeper than human understanding. I know the magnitude of who you are becoming. I see the version of you that pain has refined, perseverance has strengthened, and faith has awakened. I see the calling that stretches far beyond your immediate circumstances. You see fragments, I see the full design. What appears delayed is actually aligned. What feels denied is actually redirected. What seems like loss is often the clearing required for greater gain. And through it all, I am with you, guiding, shaping, healing, restoring. Every difficulty is a doorway. Every setback is a setup for revelation. Every moment of confusion is a canvas being prepared for clarity. You have not missed your time. You have not lost your opportunity. You are stepping into the exact moment I designed for you before the foundations of the world were spoken into existence. So now, my beloved child, rise with a renewed mind and a restored heart. Do not look backward with sorrow, but forward with anticipation. You are not entering a season of random events but one of divine orchestration. I am aligning relationships, refining opportunities, and positioning breakthroughs that will make sense only when you look back and see how perfectly every piece fit together. Trust me even when you cannot trace me. Believe me even when nothing seems to be moving. Hope in me even when circumstances contradict what I have spoken. For my word does not waver. My promises do not falter. My plans do not fail. What I began in you, I will complete with glory so profound that even your past scars will testify of my faithfulness. Let go of striving and step into assurance. Let go of fear and step into confidence. Let go of survival and step into victory. This is your moment to walk not as one who is trying to win but as one who is already triumphant through me. The unseen is becoming seen. The promised is becoming present. The future is becoming now. Walk forward, my child, for I go before you, and everything ahead is saturated with my favor, my purpose, and my unshakable love for you. There were moments when what I was doing within you did not feel gentle, because removing what harms you is rarely painless. There were nights when confusion surrounded you not because you were lost, but because I was severing old roots you held tightly to, roots that could not remain if you were to grow into who you were destined to become. I guided you away from what was familiar not to abandon you, but to lead you into the realm of your true calling, the place where your deepest identity finds its breath. Everything you endured was not designed to diminish you, it was meant to strengthen your foundation, to increase your capacity, to sharpen your vision for the path ahead. Nothing you faced was accidental, every trial was preparation, every hardship was shaping, every challenge was forming the strength you would need for the purpose I wrote into your existence long before your first breath. And now, my child, I remind you that no ascent in your life was wasted. Each mountain you climbed, each barrier you pushed through, each fear you confronted was training for the great heights I have set apart for you. Nothing in your story is without intention. I allow nothing in your journey to exist without purpose, not even suffering, especially not suffering. When placed in my hands, pain becomes sacred. It becomes the soil in which wisdom grows, the furnace in which character is refined, the avenue through which your spirit expands beyond its previous borders. But the peace I long to give you does not erase responsibility, rather, it transforms the way you carry it. You were never meant to move from pressure but from presence, never meant to strive from fear but to act from assurance. I am replacing the weight of obligation with the gentleness of affection, the anxiety of uncertainty with the confidence of faith, the exhaustion of performance with the rest of identity. You no longer need to labor to earn my approval, my favor is already resting upon you. You no longer need to strive to prove your worth, I have already declared over you a worth that cannot be diminished. And so, my precious one, I am teaching you to stop chasing what you think you must become, and instead to embrace who you truly are as I define you. You have exhausted yourself trying to live up to expectations that were never mine. You have carried standards that were birthed in fear rather than love. Now I invite you into stillness, not the stillness of inactivity, but the stillness of alignment. You will move, but with clarity. You will work, but without fear. You will rise, but with grace rather than striving. Who I say you are is far greater than the limited image you have held of yourself. You carry a power within you that exceeds human comprehension. It is not a power born from pride, talent, or status, but from my spirit dwelling inside you. I have placed within you a potential so vast that even your greatest dreams only touch its surface. I shaped you with intention, crafted your being with precision, wove into your design an influence that will echo far beyond your lifetime. And when you remember the hardships you have overcome, understand that you did not rise through your own strength. I carried you, fought for you, sustained you, and surrounded you with unseen help at every turn. Look closely at your past and you will recognize that in every valley there was hidden provision waiting for you. When you thought you were alone, I was orchestrating pathways you could not yet see. When you believed you were breaking, I was fortifying your inner structure. When you felt lost, I was redirecting your steps toward the destiny I ordained for you. Nothing was wasted, not your tears, not your doubts, not your waiting. But there is a truth you must hold tightly. The adversary of your soul does not attack your weaknesses, he attacks your calling. He comes not against who you are now but against who you are becoming. Your present state does not intimidate him, your future does. He sees the gifts I placed within you, the authority I have marked you with, the impact you are meant to have, and he trembles. That is why he uses discouragement, delay, fear, and distraction, to make you forfeit what is rightfully yours before you ever arrive at the fullness of it. Yet nothing he attempts can prevail against a heart aligned with me. Nothing he schemes can resist the purpose I have ordained. Even what he intended to break you has been reworked into material for your strengthening. Now I disclose to you a revelation that will change the way you communicate with me. When you come to me in prayer, you are not trying to persuade me to love you, to bless you, or to notice you. My heart toward you is already set in compassion. I already desire your healing. I already intend your growth. I already prepare your provision. Your words do not shift my intentions, they shift your capacity to receive my intentions. Your prayers do not inform me, they transform you. They align your spirit with mine. They clear the fog of fear, sharpen your discernment, and strengthen your posture of faith. This is why when your communication flows from peace rather than panic, everything changes. You cease pleading and begin declaring. You stop begging and begin receiving. You no longer approach me as one who must fight for my attention, but as one who knows he already has it. You no longer attempt to twist my arm, you align your heart. And alignment produces clarity, confidence, and rest. This inner serenity, my child, is deeply connected to your freedom from comparison. I did not design you to measure your journey through the lens of another person's life. You were never meant to desire the blessings of another, for their blessings were crafted for their path, not yours. You were never meant to envy what someone else possesses, for what I have reserved for you is uniquely fitted to your identity, your purpose, your story. Each person has their appointed time, their distinct calling, their personalized process of growth. What I am doing in someone else's life does not diminish what I am preparing in yours. Their victories do not weaken my ability to grant you your own. Their breakthroughs do not exhaust my provision. Their open doors do not close yours. I am the God of unlimited resources, infinite creativity, unending abundance. There is no scarcity in my kingdom. There is no competition among my children. What I have destined for you is untouched, unthreatened, and irreplaceable. Therefore, lift your eyes from the path of others and look again at your own. I am writing a story through you that has never been written before. I am carving a path through you that no one else can walk. I am depositing in you treasures that would not make sense in another's hands. Do not rush what I am shaping, for every moment of waiting is cultivating depth, wisdom, and strength within you. Do not mourn what I have removed, for what I remove is always less than what I intend to replace. Do not fear the unknown, for the unknown is merely the landscape where my miracles take root. Trust that I am orchestrating every detail with precision. Trust that I am guiding you with intention. Trust that nothing in your journey is random. You are being led, shaped, refined, elevated. Even now, I am aligning opportunities, connections, resources, and breakthroughs that will arrive in perfect timing. My timing is not slow, it is perfect. My ways are not withholding, they are strategic. My hand is not distant, it is carrying you into the fullness of what I designed you to be. So rest, my child. Not in inactivity, but in assurance. Rest in the truth that I am completing the work I began in you. Rest in the confidence that every battle you survived has built the strength you need for the doors that are about to open. Rest in the identity I have declared over you, beloved, chosen, capable, powerful, destined. Your future is unfolding with purpose. Your steps are guided with intention. Your story is infused with glory. And every season you walk through is leading you toward the fullness of who you were created to be. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.